I do with the money, but the question is, what is it that you really want to do with the money?
Well, yeah, what's the goal? So what's the best way to get
Sure.
to your goal?
Short-term, intermediate term. So let's get back. While we're waiting for your calls again at 969-KTRS, star KTRS from your cell phones, or 1-888-550-KTRS. Let's get back to Tom. You know, Tom, again, was our client who's a widower. He's 65. He's turning 66 in October. And he doesn't want to leave his job, but he knows that he is eligible to claim on his wife's benefit under what we call the survivor provision. You know, his first question was to you, Aaron, was, should I wait until after I do reach normal retirement age 66 to apply for the benefit? And if so, why should you wait?
Well, the rules are a little different for the survivor benefit, but some of the basics still apply. So to answer Tom's question, absolutely, we thought he should wait until his 66th birthday when he reaches normal retirement age to draw his benefit, because he'll receive the full survivor benefit. There won't be any discount there.
Oh, so there is a discount if you take it before normal.
Exactly. For the survivor benefit, the individual is actually eligible at 60 years old. You don't have to be 62 as long as you haven't remarried. And but you still have a discounted rate. The discount is slightly different. There's a table that if you go to socialsecurityadministration.gov, so ssa.gov, and if you type in survivor benefit, you can see a table of the discount from 60 until normal retirement age, and they go past 66 now because there are some people that their normal retirement age is past 66, so you can see that number.
So I was going to say what this really gets back to is very similar to claiming on any Social Security benefits, which is it's really based on your age at claiming is really what determines whether there's a discount or not, right?
Yes, and also the other component would be we know Tom's still working, so he is in the year of his normal retirement age, so that means he can earn over $40,000 a year, but there's still a limitation on his earnings, or he'll see a take back from Social Security even with the survivor benefit. So we thought, he's only a few months out. Let's wait until normal retirement age. So one, you get the max your full benefit, and two, you aren't subject to any of the take back.
So now that we've kind of cleared up that particular matter, and we've had several other folks, as you know, that have become widows or widowers before the age of their normal retirement age, and many of them have had to bypass taking that survivor benefit at that time, electing the survivor benefit even after age 60. Because of the take-back. They're actively working. They were earning over $15,000, and if they owned over $15,000 up until the year of their retirement, normal retirement, they were shooting themselves. They were basically giving the benefit back.
Exactly, and not only are you giving the benefit back, but you're paying taxes on the benefit that you're receiving. So,
it's like a double whammy, right?
Exactly. So it's not as though they just held that money and you're only receiving that basically 50%. You pay taxes on the full amount, and then you still give some back.
So, you know,
don't do that.
Right, exactly. So his next question is that he was wondering is if I do apply for the survivor benefit, I'm collecting again on my wife's benefit. Can I then suspend or put off taking my benefit until 70?
Yes. So this rule did not change with all of the changes that did occur because you're not technically suspending your own benefit. In this case, you are only claiming the survivor benefit.
A restrictive benefit.
Exactly. So you haven't filed at all on your own benefit. When you file and suspend, that old strategy used to allow for your spouse to claim the spousal benefit. So if Tom's wife were still alive and before, the old strategy would allow Tom to file for his benefit, suspend it immediately, and then his wife would be able to claim that 50% of his benefit until she reached normal retirement age, and then until she turned 70, and then she could flip over to hers. Unfortunately, that strategy doesn't exist anymore because for an individual to claim the spousal benefit, the spouse has to be actually taking their benefit. They could not have suspended it and allowed it to grow. But with the survivor benefit, you're claiming on a benefit you're entitled to as the surviving spouse. So you can take that benefit and let yours continue to grow and then switch over.
So it's kind of like working after normal retirement age and not having to file for Part B, which is you're cool to continue to go on your own. You're just going to continue to earn money, do whatever you're doing, but you are filing on your spouse's basically their record.
Exactly.
And you're in good shape. So last question was, and this is kind of actually was really the first question that he had, which was, what documents do I have to bring to the Social Security Administration when I decide I want to apply?
So you'll need to bring several things. First of all, you'll most likely need to bring a marriage license with you of you and your spouse, since you're claiming on her benefit. You'll also need to bring a death certificate with you.
Not yours, of course.
Well, that'd be quite difficult to accomplish. That would be impressive. Generally, because Tom's wife has unfortunately been passed away for several years, you're not informing Social Security that she's passed away. They already know, but it's good to have those documents with you because you don't want to show up for your appointment and then have them send you away to bring more documents in. You really just want to bring more than's necessary. Also, I have heard that it is best to call the local Social Security office that's near your house or wherever you want to go to set up an appointment because, one, they're booking 2 to 3 months out at this point, and 2, you don't want to sit and wait at the Social Security Administration's office. I've heard it's worse than the DMV. It's a long wait in many of those offices. So it makes sense to give them a call, and also they can let you know if they want any extra documentation because they're going to look up your record personally. You'll give them your Social Security number, and they can look at the documents and say, yeah, we actually do need marriage license, death certificate, or we don't need those things. Come on in with just a voided check so they can direct deposit your benefit into your checking account.
Well, that's great. So, and after you had a discussion with him about this, I thought it was interesting because he looked at us and said, you know what, guys, I don't need the money at this point.
It really made sense for him to wait till 66.
Well, it certainly did, but also it also permitted for some planning. And one thing that you had mentioned earlier in the show was that you and I have done a video. It's about a topic that we've kind of called, I guess we've given a name, we call it reverse engineering.
Yeah, so you can access it on our videos section of the website. You can see us talking about this with some pictures.
And, in Tom's particular case, he's going to when he files for that benefit, he's going to be receiving it. He's going to have to pay taxes on that benefit just like ordinary income. Again, half of it will be included, etc. But what he really wanted to do was to figure out a way of how he could really maximize this by really if he could put all this money away for his retirement. What did you suggest?
Well, our suggestion was we know that Tom at this moment is not maximizing his 401k contribution, so he's not putting in the full amount. So we suggested when he does, in fact, file for the benefit to increase his 401k contribution by the amount that he is receiving from Social Security, which will decrease his pay, but he'll be receiving that Social Security benefit to make up the shortfall there.
Right.
And that will also help to offset the taxes of his Social Security benefit because he'll be increasing his pre-tax contributions.
And since 401k contributions are subject to Social Security withholding, he's not taking